Hey, it's Jim from and yesterday I picked up a load, and today I'll deliver the load, and then Prime will have another load for me to pick up. Shout out Jim for being a good sport. Good sport, Jim. At first I thought he was going to be mad at me, and maybe he is, but Jim's quite a character. He drives for Prime, if you didn't know, and he has a very interesting entertainment method, so shout out Jim. He comes and banters back and forth a little bit in the comments. He's not malicious. He called me a job hopper once. Oh well, other than that, he hasn't threatened to kill me, so shout out Jim for being a good sport. I think my impression the first time was better, but this time I was worried people were going to be looking at me. What's that weirdo doing? So anyways, we're getting ready to get rolling here, guys. It's rainy today. I need fuel. I think I'm all good to go on the fuel. They didn't give me like a driver ID or anything, but maybe you don't need one. Companies have their cards all set up different, but if I do need one, I'll just call them from the fuel island and ask them for that information. So we need to fuel up this bitch. And we've just got 300 miles to go. It's a Walmart DC, so I don't know if this is a Walmart rule or the brokers or what, but you know you can't show up at Walmart DCs like more than 45 minutes early, or they send you the other way. And on this, I guess maybe it's the rate con. No, it's not the rate con because I don't see what the rate is, but it's the whatever. There's probably a word for it. Instructions, and it says if you show up more than 45 minutes early, you will be subject to a $500 fine. Now, I'm sure that's my company that would pay that $500 fine, but that's a dumb way to lose money, isn't it? But on top of that, I picked up the load yesterday. Of course, brokers calling, when are you going to be there? And I said, the appointment's at 5 p.m., correct? He said, yep, and don't show up more than 45 minutes early. I said, got it. I will be there. Right? And then brokers are just doing their job. It's whatever. It's sort of how this business works. But I wake up this morning to a text from a broker asking what my ETA is, and I responded with, according to the information I have, I'm not allowed to show up any earlier than 4:15. He said, that's correct. I just wanted to make sure we're on time. And I said, yep. I'll be there. I'll be there. So we've got about 5-6 hours to bang out, and it's what time is it? I don't even know. That's on the wrong time. I think it's almost 10. I think it's almost 10 in the morning. So that's kind of where we're at. That is where we're at. So that's it. We're gonna go get this delivered and try to come back as far as we can today, but it'll be, you know, 6 p.m. at best in Ohio. God, parking's not gonna be a great situation, so we'll figure it out. We'll come back as far as we can. I guess we'll come back as far as we can and go from there. But definitely tomorrow we got to get this trailer returned and then back to the terminal, and that altogether is about a 600-mile trip if we were starting in Ohio. So I'd like to knock out at least 50 miles of that. 550 is a little more manageable, but that's where we're at. That's the plan. So we're gonna go bang this out, see what the day brings us. Driving in the rain today, it looks like, so got to go fuel up, get this thing ready to hit the road. And shout out Jim for being the most interesting man in the world. Bye, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm 20 minutes away from this Walmart distribution center, and I'm 2 hours early, and they don't like that. They don't like that, so I just pulled over in this little truck parking area because where I'm at, I'm not sure if there's anything else with truck parking. I could have looked at like Trucker Path, but I saw this and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna stop right there and probably get the APU fired up here in a minute, get my game started, and just sit there and stare at that, I guess, for a couple hours, and then we'll head over and be ready to deliver this. I thought about taking a nap, and then like the worst case like scenario came into my head. I was like, what if I sleep through it? What if I don't hear my alarm? what if I'm 20 miles away and I end up sleeping and I don't hear my alarm for some reason, or I turn it off, because sometimes I do that, right? And I start freaking out, and I'm like, oh, I better not do that, because if I'm late, this is going to a Walmart distribution center. They're going to make us reschedule the delivery, and who knows when that will be, and then I'll miss my entire tour because I was late to a Walmart distribution center. So that made me paranoid, and now I'm staying awake, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just play some games for a little bit. And I don't know if there's much else to set up on the truck, so that's it. That's the whole plan. And this might be a good place to come back and stop for the night. On the other side of this isn't really an interstate, but on the other side, there's a little truck parking spot there also. So come back down here, just park there for the night, call that good, get up in the morning, run this empty trailer back to Kentucky. I think I'll have enough time to do that and then make it back to the terminal. I think so, because I believe I'm supposed to be there by Monday, but then I'm looking at stuff and it's like, is it Tuesday? Maybe it's Wednesday that I'm supposed to be there by. And for some reason, I don't know why something as simple as a calendar is screwing me up right now. I'm not really sure, but we got to get it done. I'm so excited, guys. I am so damn excited. This is the last load of general freight before I spend at least the next couple months. Let's see, July, August, September, October. I could spend like the next 4 months on tours. How cool is that? So this is it. This is it, the last one. And then yeah, I'm gonna, you know, try to take time off, of course, a weekend here and there between tours and things like that, but I want to minimize the time that I'm off. So when it gets around to like the general freight season again, I've got some money saved up, I've got some PTO saved up, and then I can avoid working as much as possible when that starts. That'll be the plan. So not much else going on right now. We're just gonna head over to that Walmart DC here in just a little bit, and from there we're just gonna try to get out of there and call it a night. That's going to be the plan. So I'll leave you guys alone for now because I got nothing else to say. See ya. Of course, my last freight load for a while. Just a little something to keep me busy till the tour starts. It's not a big deal, but it's a little frustrating. We're a pallet over. They said that it's too many pallets, and they put it back on here. So I think we're gonna be fine. It's just a little bit annoying because it's wasting my time. It's almost 7 o'clock at night here now. And I need to park the truck. I need to get it parked, but probably what's going to happen is they're just gonna have me return it to where I picked it up from. That's probably the best possible scenario because we're using someone else's trailer. This was a power only load, and our plan was to return the trailer. I hate these damn vests. There's a funny story about the vest too. Our plan was to return the empty trailer anyway, so we're probably going to just return it with the pallet and just let them know, hey, there's a pallet left on that was over, and the broker told me to return it. That's what we're looking at, but he's got to verify that, confirm. You know, you're not allowed to leave until something's figured out and all that junk. You guys know how it goes. So we're just waiting, but isn't that my luck? Isn't that just my luck? Last load, all I needed was all this taken off, and then we just haul ass empty back to where we got the trailer, and then we go back to the terminal, relax a little bit, wait to get the tour started, and instead we're dicking around with this one pallet, but that's okay. That's all right. It'll be just fine. It's just a little bit annoying. I hate these damn reflector vest. So a funny thing about that, I got here and they're like, you need to make sure you're wearing your reflector vest. And you know what I did with the last one? The last company provided me one. It had their logo all over it and everything, and I just left it there in the old truck. I was like, I don't need one of these anymore. I'm an entertainment trucker. Dummy. I knew I was going to be hauling freight sometimes. I'm such an idiot. And I just left it there. And I didn't realize I had this one. I had to dig through my clothes bag. I'm like, oh God, good, I still have one. Because some places will straight up tell you to leave. if you don't have one. Some places will let you borrow one. Some will say, wear it next time. And others will be like, get the hell out of here. You don't have your vest, you got to go. And I was like, that was really dumb of me to just leave that. But I got this one, and that's okay. So yeah, that's all we're doing now, is just waiting around. Tell me what to do with it. And we'll go from there. So I guess I didn't mean to bring this up, but it's on my mind, so I'm gonna bring it up anyways. You have to say this a very delicate way on YouTube. Years ago, there were a few people I watched on YouTube that were truckers. This was before I had a CDL, back when I was a cubicle dweller, right? And there were guys I watched that I hear a noise that I would like learn from, like watch their trucking videos and like help me like form my opinion of if I wanted to get into trucking or not. And there were only a few guys. There were only a few guys that I watched, and I watched their videos a lot when I was sitting in cubicles. And I just was watching another guy here on YouTube, a guy I used to watch before I was even a trucker. You have to say this delicately on YouTube, on a monetized channel especially. He just got arrested for having a ton of videos of children on his phone or somewhere. He had a lot of children videos, and I was shocked. I was shocked to see that. I mean, the guy was always a little bit weird, but aren't we all? You know, aren't we all? So this ain't like, I always hate talking about stuff like this, because this isn't really going to be like, we're turning into a drama channel now, guys. That's what we're doing. We're going to talk about people, and that's all we're going to do. But it was a little bit sad to me, because I remember watching this guy so many years ago. You know, it was kind of one of the reasons I was excited to go to work in the cubicles, because I hated my job, and I couldn't wait for, like, because I worked the night shift, so I couldn't wait for the night to die down and I could watch all my trucking videos and get caught up on all those. And it was just really kind of sad to see that. And I don't feel bad for the guy at all. Like, you can't have that on your phone. You can't have that at all. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? So it's not, I don't feel sad in a way like, oh, poor guy. Not like that. No, I feel sad that it was, it's like a guy that I felt like I kind of got to know through his videos, and find out that he's a fucking pervert. And that, it just kind of has thrown off my whole day, if I'm being honest with you. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Like, there's no shortage of adult videos, and they're free, and you can just get them, and you can watch them anytime you want. And we all got urges and needs, and you can take care of those with willing adults. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going through people's heads, man, for that to happen, for you to do that, for you to be involved in that? Well, he'll be in prison for a while. Now, I haven't watched the guy for years. As a matter of fact, he hasn't really been making videos, as far as I could tell, because I was like, Jesus, if he's still making videos, I am kind of curious to go read the comments. And his last video was like a year ago, but it's like, come on, man. Like, you got to do better than that. You got to, you know? It's just really fucked up my whole day. Anyways, that's it. I'm leaving this part of the video, like, as a downer, I guess, because that broker texted me back, and I got to figure out what's going on. Talk to you guys soon. What's going on, guys? Just wrapping up the day. Of course, the last freight load for potentially 4 months has to go like this. Like I said earlier, it's not really a big deal. It's just, you want to get it over with, right? You just want to get it done, and you want to get back to the yard, and you want to do your thing. So it's funny, because the broker is completely confused too. He's like, hey, do you know of a place where we could get rid of this? And I was like, well, it depends what you mean by, like, get rid of. It's like 64 cases of spaghetti sauce. It's a lot, right? And I'm like, I mean, if you mean get rid of, I could probably fit 10 in the truck and take them home. We can always use some spaghetti sauce, you know. I could find a big enough dumpster if that's what you want to do. And he's like, well, we need like some sort of proof that we got rid of it. You know, like if we take it to a landfill, they'll give you like a certificate thing that you could send us. If we donate it to, you know, a food bank, they'll give us a printout. He says, so we need something like that. And I was just kind of goofing around. I'm like, can I handwrite something for you? Like, hey, it's been donated. Cool. And it's handled. He's like, no, but I'll figure it out. He said, just start heading back that way. He said, the shipper said they won't take it back. But just start heading that way and I'll figure it out. He said, the problem is it's a weekend, which is true. He said, would you mind sitting on the load through like Monday? And, obviously we'll pay you extra and all this stuff. And it doesn't, I'm on a salary here now, so I'm not going to get paid any extra. But I know what a broker's idea of paying extra is. Oh, you sat on that all day? I'll throw you $100. I got you. I'll throw you $100. But I told him, I said I can't. I have somewhere I have to be Monday, so I don't have a way to sit on this. I said, I think the best course of action right now is for you to communicate with my dispatch, and you guys can make a decision. That's going to be the way to go. I was just hoping that they would, sometimes when you call the receiver and say, hey, we got this extra pallet, will you guys go ahead and take it? Then they will, but you have to go through the process. Well, they didn't. And so we're kind of just stuck with it. But that's whatever. It's fine. Not my issue to figure out, honestly. It's really fucking not. So I just know I need to be back Monday. I believe that, see, I've read the damn calendar, but I keep forgetting. I believe that we're rolling out Tuesday. So they want us all back in the yard Monday to rest, relax, chill out, get everything done. Maybe you need to do some laundry, shower, of course, all those things. And that's why they want everybody back on Monday. Makes perfect sense to me. That way they know everyone's there, everybody's ready to go, because we've got bigger and better things to do, right? So we'll see how it all works out. Back to this thing about this dude. It's just a dumb, tragic, stupid situation that no adult should ever be in. It's fucking stupid. And I have been trying to process this for a while. I'm not an exposer here on YouTube. I'm not in the business of putting people's names out, and maybe this is a situation where I should. I don't know. I have no idea. But the thing that kind of sucks, I wasn't like a fan of this guy or anything. I wasn't no fanboy or anything like that. But back when I was considering getting my CDL, he is somebody that I watched, and I guess in a sense sort of looked up to, because okay, well, he was a little over the top in how hard trucking is sometimes, but he did kind of make you feel like, okay, well, maybe I can do this, maybe this is something I can do. And man, there's people out there with some dark secrets, aren't there? I mean, it's just absolutely insane to me that you would even participate in videos with children. That is absolutely ridiculous that that's even a thing. I can't even wrap my head around it. And I didn't know the guy on any kind of personal level, but he was one of the people I watched every day years and years ago now. And for some reason, am I weird? Because I'm like, I can't believe this guy was involved in stuff like this, and it doesn't feel good. It's I supported this dude, and this is the kind of guy he is. I just am struggling to wrap my head around it. I really am. And he's where he should be, locked up, I hope. I mean, I would imagine. And he'll be there for a very long time, and that's exactly where he should be. But it's just crazy. I guess you just never know what people are up to out there. You never really know what people are doing. And guess I'm getting tired. You just never really know. You never really know. And we all know that YouTube, but especially social media, can be a really ugly place where people do horrible things to other people. And a lot of times those people don't deserve it. That's kind of been a thing I've kind of brushed on over the last few videos. A lot of times people don't deserve to be treated the way they are, but there's always that monster somewhere kind of hidden amongst the community, regardless of what the community is. And it's crazy to think about. And on top of that, how do people think they're going to get away with stuff? I mean, we're tracked in everything we do, like it or not. Everything we do, everybody knows about it. If it includes some sort of digital device, and even if it doesn't, like I'm just sitting in a goofy little rest area right here. No facilities, no nothing, just parking spots. And we're probably under surveillance just sitting here. It's like, how do people think they'll get away with shit like this? Isn't that enough of a deterrent to like not do fucking perverted shit for you guys? Like, I mean, if nothing else, you know, if nothing else, I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, I just realized I'm very tired. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so cup of noodles for dinner. Probably 2 of them because I'm starving. And we'll get up and hit this in the morning. And I guess we'll just see what that broker says, because he's only got tomorrow. That's it. And if it's not taken care of, this trailer's going back one way or another. So I got signed bills. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So I'll do that. I'm sorry if I said my thoughts on this guy that used to be a YouTube trucker. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. It's almost like you can never say anything like that the right way. It's just very disappointing to me. It's very disappointing to me. And I just wish it wasn't a thing. You know, I wish it wasn't a thing he decided to do. I wish it wasn't a thing that people in general decide to do for some fucking reason. And, yeah, I know I didn't say it the right way, but it's just horribly disappointing and having trouble wrapping my head around that whole thing. I'm tired. Apparently I'm really tired, so I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever. Bye now.